Hey everyone, welcome back to the B-Movie Bunker. Did you know that just last weekend, Marvel released another movie? You might not, because it seems like Marvel themselves kind of forgot they released it, because there was hardly any hype in comparison to other Marvel movies leading up to Ant-Man. 2015 Ant-Man, brought to us by Peyton Reed. This movie, bringing yet another one of the kind of more fringy, not really well known amongst the non-comic book types characters to the screen. And I think they did a really damn good job with this one. Now, Ant-Man is kind of a silly concept for a character to begin with. A dude who can shrink down to the size of an ant and can control ants and shrinks really small, but he keeps his regular strength. It's kind of a stretch already. But I think they did a great balance of actual story and hero story with comedy, and they mix it up really well to give both feels. Now, this is not like a lot of the other Marvel movies. This is not I'm the big hero, I'm going to go find the bad guy, I'm going to punch him in the face. This is more of a, hey, I can get really small, or you can get really small, let's go steal some shit. And that's what we're doing. This is a heist movie is what it is. It's like better than the Mission Impossible movie because there's no Tom Cruise. Instead you have Paul Rudd. And as the younger, new Ant-Man, and Michael Douglas as the older, former Ant-Man, and they both do their roles really, really well. And I love the dynamic between them because Douglas is more serious and a little more worn, while Rudd is obviously more humorous, but he's also kind of on the edge himself. He's worn in a different way. He's younger, but he still has that weariness to him because his life has not gone the way he wanted it to. And then you have the supporting cast. I have to say Michael Pena as one of Ant-Man's younger Ant-Man's buddies. He is brilliant. He steals every scene he is in. He is so funny, and the movie skirts the line of almost having too much comedy, but I think it just grazes it without going over that line. And Pena is a big part of what really brings some of the humor to the film. Evangeline Lilly as Ant-Man, older Ant-Man's daughter, and then Corey Stoll from House of Cards playing the villain, Yellow Jacket, is basically what he is. It's it's another version of Ant-Man. For the most part, they steal the Pym particles. So this is all about, and that's the villain now. Not a lot of depth to the villain. Oh my gosh, not a lot of depth to a villain in a Marvel movie, you say? How is that possible when, you had the villains in Thor Dark World and, was there a villain in some of the other ones? Was there a villain in Guardians of the Galaxy? I can't remember because he may as well have been one of the parents in a Charlie Brown special, just going, wah, 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 because he didn't do a whole lot. This guy at least does a little bit more than that, but not much. He's still pretty one-dimensional. I think you get some great effects in this one. Little here and there. It's obvious that it's CG because how else do you do a guy the size of ants and have ants that don't look like they're CG? It's because your brain is saying this is CG. But I think they did a pretty good job with that, and I like the effects they use for the concept of him switching size back and forth between big and small and big and small, without the use of a fluffer. I would really recommend you check this one out if you like Marvel movies. This one's more family-friendly than some other ones. There's not that darkness that looms on a lot of some of the other Marvel movies. It's not as hyper-violent as other Marvel movies can be. And it's just a lot of fun. I think this is actually, people are not giving this a chance because they're thinking, well, it's not the big guy, it's not Iron Man, it's not the... You know what? Give this one a try. It's actually a lot of fun. And I think people who don't like it, I think a lot of them are going in already jaded on the subject that they're not going to like it because it's not what they want or what they think they want from a Marvel movie, when this is actually probably one of the better actual comic book adaptations of the big screen. Scale of 1 to 10. Boy, I haven't even thought of a scale of 1 to 10. Fuck. Scale of 1 to 10. This one, it's kind of like You got Paul Rudd, so it's kind of like I Love You Man, kind of mixed with the Italian Job. It's got some really great humor. It's got a great fan, probably one of the best heist movies ever, the original Italian Job, 1969. Thank you very much. That and Love You Man kind of mishmashed together, and then throw in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, because hey, shrinking small ants and stuff. Hey, got it? Okay, good. That's all I got for this one. Stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.